So in today's session also, we are going to discuss about catalog item. Okay. So catalog items are used to submit requests. Catalog items are used to submit the requests. So I'm just going to the maintain items to open the catalog item. Okay. So you can go to request company mobile here. So we have actually provided the catalogs, the categories we have actually provided. Then we provided short description, and we created the variables. Okay, we created the variables. Okay, then after that, what we do, what we did, we have created the variable sets. Variable sets is actually a set of variables that can be reused. Variable sets are a set of variables that can be reused. Okay. So, and we like you have UI policies in the table, you have catalog UI policies on the catalog item. Like you have client scripts on the table, you have catalog client scripts on the catalog item. Separately, catalog UI policies and catalog client scripts at the variable set level as well. In the variable set level as well, we have catalog UI policies and catalog client scripts, guys. Okay. So first variable set client scripts will run, then catalog item client scripts will run. Then we did discuss about available for, not available for. So available for means who can see this catalog item. So by default, this catalog item is visible to everyone. Okay. So by default, this catalog item is visible to everyone. So if you want to restrict only few people can see means you can actually create a user criteria. You can add that user criteria. Or else if there is already a user criteria, you can edit and click on, you can edit and add that user criteria here. Okay, so that only those people can see this catalog item. Okay, so if I mention here AES users, okay, all Acme North America employees, only these people will be able to see this catalog item. Okay, so by default, catalog items are visible to everyone. If you want to restrict the catalog item to be visible to only some particular people, you will use available for here. Okay. So not available for means who should not see the catalog item. Okay. So except these people, everyone can see this. Except these people, everyone can see this. Okay. Suppose, guys, if a person is there in the available for and not available for both. Okay. If a person is there in the available for and not available for both. Okay. That means Monica. So Monica is there in the not available for. That means Monica should not be able to see this catalog item. So now what I am mentioning here is Monica should see here. Okay. Only Monica should see this catalog item. Only for Monica user. So what I mentioned, Monica should be able to see this catalog item and Monica should not be able to see this catalog item. What will happen finally? What will happen finally? Now what I am doing is I am going to impersonate as Monica. I am going to impersonate as Monica. Okay. Okay. So I am going to open the service portal. as Monica. We will see now. Monica can see this catalog item or not. Create request company mobile catalog item. She able to see? Is she able to see this catalog item, guys? No, because she doesn't have access. She doesn't have access. Finally, it is restricting. Finally, it is restricting. I'm going to end the impersonation here. I'm going to remove her from the not available for. I'm going to remove her from not available for. Okay. Now I'm going to impersonate as Monica again. Can just refresh this one. Monica should be able to see this catalog item. Now she is able to see this catalog item because she has permission to see this catalog item. Okay. Now she has permission to see this catalog item. Okay. So available for, not available for are used to restrict catalog items to particular people using user criteria. Okay. Fine. So categories. So categories means under which are all the categories this catalog item should be shown. Okay, catalogs. Catalogs means under which catalogs this catalog item should be shown. So catalog data lookup rules. Guys, do you remember we have discussed data lookup rules? Do you remember data lookup rules concept? Hmm? So based on the other field values, if you want to populate a field value, we will use data lookup rules. So similarly, based on the other variables, if you want to populate another variable values, you can use catalog data lookup definition. If you go to the lookup definitions here, if you go to the lookup definitions here, data lookup definitions, when you are creating the definition here, it will ask you data lookup rule, catalog data lookup rule. This is actually about catalog data lookup rule. Okay. So what is the catalog item here? So request company mobile is the catalog item. Okay. So matcher table, you have to create a separate table where you have to extend the data lookup matcher rule table. So hope you understand. I don't have to explain about this catalog data lookup definition, guys. Okay. So this is actually about that catalog data lookup definition. So if you want to populate a variable value based on other variable values, you can use catalog data lookup definitions here. Okay. So related articles. I am actually adding some knowledge articles related to this catalog item. Okay. I am adding some knowledge articles to this related to this catalog item. Okay. So guys, if you remember, if you go to the Flipkart or Amazon, when you purchase a shirt, right, it will show you related shirts. It will show you some related shirts, guys. So related catalog items. So whenever you open this catalog item, along with this catalog item, it will show some related catalog items below this one. I am going to add some related catalog items here. I am adding some related catalog items here. Okay. Fine. So assigned topic, guys, I did not use this one. I did not use this assigned topics. Okay. So I did not use this one. You can ignore this one for now. Okay. So if I open this catalog item in the service portal, you will see something like this. So this is the catalog item. So these are the related catalog items. You can see related items. You can see here, these are the related knowledge article, this catalog item. To this catalog item, there are some related knowledge articles. So this is how you will create the catalog item, guys. This is how you create the catalog item. Okay. So I am going to remove this variable set. This is multi-row variable set, right? I am going to add normal variable set. Okay. So this is how the catalog item look like at this moment. This is how the catalog item will look like at this moment. Okay. So in the catalog item, there is a catalog client script, right? There is a variable set client script. We'll open that variable set client script. Okay. So in this variable set, I am going to create okay. We'll activate this one. If we activate this one, is it populating the color details or not? We will see. Whenever I select the requested for populating the email, location, department or not, we will see. And the unchanged line script is working or not, we can see. We'll refresh this one. So email, location, department should be populated automatically. Is it not populating? Requested for active. Where are we missing? Whenever we select the requested for email location department should be popular. So when we write an unchanged line script through Glide Ajax, we can actually pop up this caller location, requested department, all these details. I am going to create some of the variables on this catalog item. I am going to create some of the variables on this catalog item. Okay. So I'm creating a variable here. Okay. So here single line, here you can see select box means choice type here. Okay. Select box means choice type here. Okay. Which is a mandatory field. So color I am giving here. Okay. So I am giving here color. Fine. Order I am giving here as 1000. You have to create the choices here. You have to create the choices here. So we have created a variable called color, RAM, storage, address, additional comments. Okay. So another select box I am creating here. This one I am giving order as 2000. Okay. Storage, which is also a mandatory one. Guys, you have to include the none option using include none here. Okay. In the type specifications, you have to use include none option to include the none option here. Okay. RAM is also a select box, which is also a mandatory one. So additional comment. Before that, address is actually multi-line text I am taking. Multi-line text is also a string type of field. Multi-line text is actually a string type of field. Next, we have to use address. Address is actually a multi-line text, which is also a mandatory one. Okay. Finally, the catalog item will look like this one, guys. Finally, the catalog item look like this one. Okay. We haven't added any choices here. We haven't added any choices here. Okay. We'll have to add the choices here. Color, storage, RAM. Okay. So here, color black. So like you have choice table choice value, guys. This is actually one choice that I'm creating. Black, white, gold, silver. So totally I have created which one I have opened color only, right? In the color variable, I have created 4 choices. So here I have to include the none option, guys. In the type specifications, I have to include the none option. Okay. So RAM, we'll go to the RAM and create the choices here. 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB, and 64 GB. Okay. You understand, right? So storage, you create the choices in the storage. I'll use include none option here. Did we use include none option here? Use include none option here. Storage 8 GB. $16 GB. 32 GB. 64 GB. 64 GB. 128 GB. 256 GB. Okay. So finally, the catalog item will look like this one, guys. The catalog item will look like this one. You have to provide the requester for details. Once you select the requested for email, location, department should be automatically populated. For that, you will write on change client script on this requested for field. You will select the caller. Caller is a mandatory field, right? And you will select the storage, and you will select the RAM. You will write your additional comments. This is actually optional field. You have to write the address here. So guys, if I write just address Hyderabad, so what it will, okay, what it will contain? So in Hyderabad, where in Hyderabad? So in Hyderabad, we have different places. Where is the pin code? So the address must be clear, right? So then you have to add states. You have to create a state field. Then where you have to where you have to choose pin codes as well. Where you have to enter the pin code as well. Understand my point? So then you can create further more state field as well. You can also create a pin code field as well, so that you can actually send the mobile to that particular address. Okay. So then here, guys, if you want to make the attachment mandatory, if you want to make this attachment mandatory, what you will do is you will go to the catalog item. So in the catalog item, in the portal settings, make attachment mandatory attachment. You have to go to the portal settings. You have to select a mandatory attachment checkbox, so that what happens, the attachment will become mandatory. If you don't attach an attachment, it will not allow you to submit the form. Okay, getting my point? So here it is mandatory. If I try to order it now, it will throw an error. Attachments are not added. So it is actually not allowing you to submit the form. Okay, it is not allowing you to submit the form. So where you must attach the attachment. Where you must attach the attachment here. Once you attach the attachment, it will allow you to submit the form. Okay. So once you submit the catalog form, it will actually create a request, guys. So once catalog form is submitted, it has created a request. You can see request is created. So remember, guys, here as it is a company, it is actually giving the request number. If you go to the Flipkart, it will show you the purchase order number. If you go to the Flipkart, it will show you the purchase order number, guys. Okay. So remember this point. In the Flipkart, whenever you make an order, what it does, it will actually show the purchase order number. It will actually show the tracking. This is actually tracking. So where exactly our item is actually struck? This is stage. This is called stage. Where our item is struck? Is it in the out for delivery or shipment? Is in the delivered state? You will see something like this, right? This is actually stage. So here I'm going back to the catalog form again. So this is the catalog form. So in the catalog form, so how many mobiles you want to request? So you can just select the quantity as well. You can select the quantity as well. So delivery time is 2 days. Add to cart option. So you can actually see in the Flipkart, you can see add to cart option. Okay, in ServiceNow they introduced this feature, save as draft option. So I want to hide this activity, quantity, delivery time, add to cart, save as draft, all these. Then what I will do, I'll go to the catalog item. I'll go to the portal settings. In the portal settings, I will actually hide add to cart. I will hide add quantity. I'll hide delivery time. I'll hide save as draft. I am hiding everything here, so that in the catalog item you don't see these these uh, uh, mm, these quantity, save as draft, add to cart, delivery date, delivery time. All these things you are not able to see. You are just able to see order now. You're getting my point, guys? Everyone? Okay. So guys, you can restrict this variables access, guys. You can restrict this variable access. How can you restrict this variable access is that, so here you have to go to particular variable. To restrict this variable access, you have to go to particular variable. I'm going to this particular color variable. Okay. I want to restrict this one. Okay. You can see if you go to the permission here. Okay. You can see create roles. Users who can create value to this variable. If user doesn't have the role mentioned, variable will be read only before submission. Okay. You can see here create roles. User who can create values to the variable. If user doesn't have the role mentioned, the variable will be read only before submission. And read roles. User who can see the variable. Okay. If user doesn't have the role mentioned, variable will not be shown to the user. Okay. And write roles. User who can edit. User doesn't have the role mentioned, variable will be read only in the variable editor. So variable editor in the sense that is a different story. I'll tell you. So I am going to restrict it to only admin. This variable access, I am restricting it to only admin, guys. Okay. I am going to impersonate as Monica now. Okay. If you see here, color variable access is restricted here. Color variable access is restricted to Monica here because Monica should have admin permission. Monica should have admin permission to see this color variable. I have restricted it to only admin. I'm going to end the impersonation here. Okay. So I'm going to remove this one. To see this one, she should have admin permission. Okay. If she doesn't have admin permission, variable itself will not be visible. So here it is now, as she doesn't have permission, it is showing in read only mode. Now variable itself won't be appearing. I'm going to impersonate as Maulika now. Now you can see uh, color variable is disappearing here. Color variable itself is not appearing here because she doesn't have admin permission. She doesn't have admin permission. Now I am going to restrict color variable access to write permission. Okay. So write permission means, guys, so you will see a variable editor. I'll show you how exactly the variable editor will look like and all. Okay. So variable editor, how exactly it will look like and all, I'll show you guys. Now the variable will appear here. The variable will appear here. Okay, color variable is appearing here. Here you are able to edit this one. But in the variable editor, it won't be full. What is variable editor and all, I'll tell you. So I'm clicking on order now here. So I'm going to take this particular, submitted it as, okay, fine. I'm going to open this particular request in the service now. I'm just opening this one. If you scroll down, you can see variable set here. In the variable set, you can see this color variable should be read only for Monica. Let me just do one thing. Let me impersonate as Monica. For Monica, it should be read only. For Monica, the color field should be read only. She doesn't have access. Let me do one thing. Let me grant Monica to some other role. We can say for Monica, the color field is read only. This is called variable editor, guys. This is variable editor. This variable editor you can see only on the requested item. In the variable editor, as she doesn't have write permission, so it is actually in the read only mode. Did you understand the difference, guys? This color field is read only here in the variable editor because Monica doesn't have edit permission. Who has edit permission? Admin has edit permission. Okay, the person who has admin role only can edit in the variable editor, guys. Okay, that is fine. So if you go to the catalog item here, so this is how the catalog item will look like finally. Okay, this is how the catalog item will look like finally. Okay, so here you have to fill in all the field values. So guys, these variables are coming from variable set. Okay, we can go to the color. Storage, RAM, additional comments, address. Order now. Okay. So you can go to the request company mobiles. This is the requested item number. So this is the requested item number. Okay. So here, see here, this variable is read only because she doesn't have permission. So if she want to access this particular variable, she should have admin role. Okay. So likewise, guys, we will be restricting the variable access. Okay, we'll be restricting the variable access. Okay. So guys, you might have to write UI policies to the fields mandatory read only show or hide the fields. You might have to write on change client scripts to validate the data. Okay. You might have to write catalog client scripts. You might have to write catalog UI policies. Okay. This is called variable editor. I have already shown you. For me, it is actually editable because I have admin role. For me, it is editable because I have admin role. So likewise, you can actually restrict the variable access you in the variables. Okay, in the variables, you have to open the variables variable, and the variable you have permission section here. You have permission section here. Okay, fine. Okay, so let us go back to the catalog item here. In the catalog item, in the portal settings, you can actually hide the add to cart, you can hide the quantity, you can hide the delivery time, you can hide the save as draft, you can make the attachment mandatory. Okay, so instead of hiding the if you want, instead of making the attachment mandatory, if you want to hide that attachment icon, you can hide the attachment icon, guys. Okay, if you want to set the pricing, okay, so how much is the cost for catalog item? So if you want to keep the pricing, you can actually keep the pricing as well. Normally, we don't use this pricing option in the organization. Okay, picture. If you want to add any picture to this particular catalog item, you can add a particular picture to this particular catalog item. Okay. has led me to variable. Okay, let me open the catalog item. So in the catalog item, I have attached an icon here. Here also I want to attach an icon here. Okay. So this process engine part, guys, this one is very important one. From tomorrow onwards, we will be starting this process engine part. Okay. We will come to this process engine part in tomorrow session. So this is where you will learn workflow. This is where you will learn flow designer, guys. Okay. This is the place where you will learn workflows. This is the place where you will learn flow designers. Okay. So we did discuss about variables. We also did discuss about variable sets. We did discuss about catalog UI policies. Catalog UI policies are used to make fields mandatory, read only, show or hide the variables. Remember this point. So this is like a same. This is same like UI policies in the tables. Same like UI policies in the table. We have catalog UI policies in the catalog item. So we use catalog UI policies to make fields mandatory, read only, show or hide the fields. Okay. So guys, there are no catalog data policies, guys. Okay, there are no catalog data policies. We have only catalog UI policies. Okay, so in the catalog items, there are no view concept. There is no view concept here in the catalog item. Okay, well, here you have catalog client scripts. In the catalog client script, you have three types of client scripts: on load, on change, and on submit. And available for who can see this catalog item, who should not see this catalog item, under which categories it should appear, under which catalogs it should appear, catalog data lookup definition, related articles, related catalog items. Okay, so you can actually hide all the options in the catalog item by using portal settings. So you can hide all these options using portal settings, guys. In the catalog item, there is a portal settings option. You can hide all of the options here. If you want to show instead of order, you can, if you want to show it as request, okay, you can show it as request here. So instead of order now, it will actually show it as request. It will show it as request. So instead of showing it as request, if you want to show it as submit, you can just select a request method as submit here. It will show it as submit. Okay, instead of request, it will show it as submit here. Okay. You will fill all the details and you will submit the form. And once you submit the form, it will create a request. Under the request item will be created. You are actually requesting something. Okay, you are requesting something. So what you are requesting? You are requesting a mobile, company mobile. That mobile is actually called requested item. Remember this point, guys. You are requesting someone. What you are requesting? You are requesting requested item. That requested item is actually company mobile. You will fill out all the field values. You fill out all the field values. I have hidden the attachment icon because I have checked this hide attachment option, right? So it has hidden the attachment icon here. There is no attachment icon here. Then once you submit it, it will actually create the request. Okay, under the request, this is the requested item. Item name is request company mobile. You are requesting a requested item. That requested item name is company mobile. So this is called requested item, guys. This is called RITM, means requested item. Okay, my request, this is the requested item. So this is actually the catalog form design, guys. This is actually catalog form design. So we'll discuss about this process engine in tomorrow session. And here, guys, the variables we have variable properties. So in the variable we have variable properties. So you all know variable properties means mandatory, read only, reference qualifier, default value. permissions here, auto populate option also I have told you. This default value I told you. If you want to populate a default value whenever the catalog form is opened, you can use the default value concept here. So if you want to inherit the choices, you can inherit the choices. So like you have in the choice list specification in the table fields, in the table fields you have choice list specification, right? Where you can inherit the choices. So similarly, you can inherit the choices here. So like you have dictionary properties, you have variable properties here. If you want to read more about variable properties, you can open this link. You can read about variable properties, and we can show the help text using help text option here. And question means this is actually a label, this is a name, this is a way, this is actually called tooltip that I have shown you already. So this is actually about catalog form design, guys. Hope you are able to understand how to design the catalog form and all. So guys, catalog form design is okay, but validations, okay, validations part, okay. So what are the validations? Let us say client will ask you to create a variable. In that variable, it should accept only IP addresses. Okay. Client will ask you to create a field where it should accept only email addresses. Client will ask you to create a variable where it has to accept only mobile numbers. So that is where validations will come to picture. When it comes to the validations, you have to write on change client script or on submit client script. So when we are actually creating the catalog items, when we are designing the catalog forms, validations is the part where we will feel difficult, guys. Validations is the part where we will feel difficult. So for that, we will write either on change client script or on submit client script. Hope you are able to understand. Everyone? Hmm? Any questions from anyone? I have unmuted everyone, guys.
Yeah, Uday. Hi, Uday.
Is that Vamsi?
Uday. Yes, Uday.
Yeah, how are you, Vamsi?